Welcome to Grafton Farmhouse. Hello, ghost hunters. Grafton Farmhouse is coming to us in less than a week, on August 12th. And as promised, I have a sneak peek inside the new location. Time inside the new map was limited for us partners, so sadly, I won't have all the information and insight that I would normally love to be sharing with you. But I do have some helpful tips and my own thoughts about this new, old location. Starting with the environment. I love that this is a remote farmhouse found in what appears to be a cornfield. There's an old barn in the distance, chickens, and even a rickety, rusty windmill, making those eerie sounds as the wind blows. The house is definitely more appealing than the original Grafton from the outside. Plus, there's not all that extra area where you can run aimlessly around the house for absolutely no reason. Also, who is driving the truck? Because I'd like to discuss some parking tips with them, because why do they keep parking so far from the door? One other thing to note about the outside of Grafton, we have just 2 windows to look inside, and well, these are definitely not providing the same observation that the old Grafton did. I have stood outside on the porch to watch the ghost in safety while it hunted countless times, and well, that's a thing of the past. Sort of. The front door at least isn't solid and will provide a decent viewing area. And based on typical ghost hunting patterns, I would imagine the ghost is going to walk past this spot every time it hunts. Stepping inside, the first thing you'll notice is that this place is a mess. Finding the bone is going to feel like finding a needle in a haystack, literally. The chandelier has fallen to the floor below, and while this means the lighting in the room is limited, it definitely is more eerie. Thankfully, someone has left these lanterns just sitting around, and they do provide decent lighting. The main floor of Grafton has a very similar layout to the original Grafton. Most of this floor has the feeling of being familiar. However, the laundry room is now a bathroom, and since a wall has been broken down, now has access to what used to be a bedroom but is now an office of some sort, with a working typewriter. This is where you'll find the tarot cards. Across the hall in what used to be the twin bedroom is now a sewing room, and boy is this room creepy. Of all the new rooms, this one is the creepiest, if you ask me. Even the lighting in here is giving off haunted house vibes. Don't be fooled by the Timu monkey paw over here. This room has a cursed possession, but it's not the monkey paw, it is the Voodoo Doll. I'm not sure if these mannequins move or not, as I wasn't lucky enough to get a ghost in this room, but if you happen to know, let me know in the comments. The dining room makes for a great hiding location if you want to keep your eyes on the ghost and aren't concerned with breaking line of sight. This is also where you'll find your monkey paw. This fireplace in the room doesn't appear to work despite my efforts to light it. The front room has a great looping spot and also has the piano. Upstairs feels very different than the original Grafton. It's definitely a unique layout, and I do love how everything feels tighter, closer together, making getting to your ghost room easier. At the top of the stairs, we have a bathroom, which provides a great looping spot around this tub that is full of, water? Let's go with water. But there's also a squeaky duck in the tub. Off to the left, we have a room that has completely collapsed and is not accessible. The old nursery is now a bedroom, which appears to have been taken over by squatters. This is where you'll find your haunted mirror. Also, someone has been sleeping with a mannequin leg. I don't ask questions. On the other side of the upstairs, we have the doll room. Yes, a room full of dolls. Do they move? I don't know. I sure hope they don't blink. I haven't gotten a ghost in this room yet, so I'm not sure. But when you get a chance to see ghosts in this location, let me know if these dolls do something for you. The doll room has been boarded up, which maybe tells us something about this new room. But no worries, you can get in here from this spot in the wall that has been broken down. And as luck would have it, this room also has a summoning circle, as if it needed to be any creepier. The attic access is available from the main hallway and has a small entry that leads up to the attic and to this new bedroom. It has a great view of the backyard. Isn't this a pretty tree? Also, this is where you'll find your music box. Up the stairs to the attic, you'll get an even better view of the backyard, as this room is mostly open to the outside. Lots of good looping spots here too, and this is where you'll find your Ouija board. Also, keep in mind, since this room is mostly outside, it will be affected by the outside temperature. So don't set up thinking this room is cold and it's the ghost room when it's not. So here's a few tips for you once you get a chance to explore the new location on your own. First, basically this whole house is a hiding spot. Literally, I just dip behind things all over the place because there are piles of items everywhere, and all of these will break line of sight. This means finding a quick hiding spot is fairly easy. This also means that kiting and breaking sightlines so the ghost doesn't speed up is great in this location. It is dark in here though, so make sure you bring some non-detectable lights or turn on lights inside if you're not comfortable with kiting the ghost. Second, this spot on the stairs sucks. For real, every time I had an upstairs ghost and would run down the stairs, I'd get caught here. I'm not sure if it's because I felt like I was at the bottom or if there's just a ton of stuff right here or what, but be careful on the stairs as they can literally trip you up. Next, I'd say be mindful of your weather. Weather plays a bigger role in this map than it does on most locations. If it's windy, you're gonna hear it. And boy, isn't that wind blowing through the house eerie. If it's raining, it's gonna be loud inside the house. But on the upside, fog is awesome. It makes seeing in this location so much easier. This map will be available on the 12th. I'm excited to hear what things each of you find in this new location. Do you love it? Hate it? Or are you missing the old Grafton? Let me know in the comments. Remember to come back after the map releases and give me your thoughts on the map. Seriously, I want to know what you think. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy hunting.